Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, Assassins. Welcome back to another crazy week of the stock market. This is the economical news. As you can see, today is June 27th. So let's get ready. So looking at the overall calendar, basically, per se, what we're watching over here, we don't really have too much news going on today, but tomorrow we have a Fed speaking tomorrow at 8 a.m. pre-market. On Wednesday, we have Fed Powell talking to the ECB conference. So he's going to be talking about money. He's going to be talking about inflation. He's going to be talking about recession. So another crazy day on Wednesday. Thursday, more inflation numbers coming out on Thursday. So that's going to be good as well to see, to actually bring some volatility to the market as well, too. Of course, as day traders, we don't care where it goes as long as we get some direction. On Friday, we got some more news coming out. You guys could find this calendar on basically marketwatch.com. And now let's move forward to the overall charts, right? So let's start with a larger picture, especially since we just came from a weekend. So let's start with this 5-year chart over here. So as you can see, we are dropping from 479, bounced off the SMA at that 355, and we're basically starting to push up, right? Now that the trade line over here normally acts as some type of resistance. The trade line is sitting at 403. When we are below it, that is bearish. When we start to get above it, that is bullish. So watch for that 403 break, right? So I don't know why I can't speak today, but overall, let's drop down from the 5-year to the 1 year, right? So looking at the 1 year, you can see the 1 year was very oversold on the RSI. We basically started to try to cross up on the MACD. We are above the trade line on the 1 year with a potential gap fill up towards 410 and maybe even touching that 1 year SMA at 440. So let's see what overall happens. But let's drop down towards the smaller charts. What are the smaller charts per se telling us, right? So let's look at the 180-day chart. 180-day chart, we are right there at the 180-day SMA. So what does that mean? Now, this is basically a crossroad for the overall market, right? So because we're at this SMA, that SMA normally acts as resistance. It normally acts as support when the candles are above it. So this is going to be a main area we want to watch. We want to see if we break that 394, 395 area before we can start pushing up towards 400. If we can't break that level, we could see some possible downside, especially watch for the break of 388. Then we could start dropping down towards 383. 383 was a previous resistance level. 388 was a previous support level, and we could possibly go down further. We've been running quite a bit since that 362 down here. You can see 362 was that pivot point for the overall market, starting to look like a cup and handle pattern where it wants to go back towards its previous highs. But anything could happen in this crazy market, right? So what is the RSI telling us? RSI is telling us that the stock is overbought. So it doesn't mean the stock can't continue to go up. It just means that there may be a possible pullback coming soon. So let's see what happens, especially with all these Fed speakers. Their main goal is trying to pump the overall market and to basically lessen the fear. So let's see what happens. Let's drop down towards the 20-day main areas I'm going to be watching. It's for that 394.50 break towards 400, or I'm going to be watching for that 389 down towards 384 on the SPY. Next stock we're going to talk about is Tesla. All right, looking at Tesla. Tesla is uptrending with the overall market. You can see it has a very nice sideways pattern where it's basically had its lows, had its highs. It's trending higher, very overbought as well. Typically, Tesla follows the overall market, right? Depending on if it has news or not, which today I don't even really see too much crazy news besides a price cut at a way higher price than what it is right now. So that's supposed to be like an upgrade downgrade, basically, right? They downgraded it, but it's really an upgrade. So let's see what happens. Looking at the 1 year, the 180-day, we're very overbought, but we are above that SMA. So Tesla has room to gap up on the chart over here. So we want to watch to see if we break that 756, then we could start going up towards those 800 realms. If not, drop down towards the 20-day so we could get a clearer picture. If we start to come down, watch for that 733. Then we could start basically going to 708. 733 was a support. 708 was some type of support over here as well. Last but not least, we're talking about Amazon. Amazon basically triple bottom down here. We call this out a few weeks ago as well. Amazon triple bottom, starting to gap up as well with the overall market. Amazon, very key levels you want to watch over here. You want to watch to see if we break 119 towards that 122, and you want to see if we break 116 down towards 112 and maybe lower. Very overbought here as well. Of course, we're seeing a reoccurring trend as a lot of these stocks are overbought since they've been running for quite a bit. So anything can happen. We could still continue to run overbought, especially since we have a lot of Fed speakers speaking this week. If there's any hint of fear in the overall market, we could see a possible pullback. So let's see what happens, and stay safe. Use a stop loss. Hopefully you guys all have a green trading day later.